Hey Carly, Micah Collins here, and in this video, I'm going to show you all the 3 things that will set y'all's company above your competition, not waste any of y'all's time or mine. So you're probably sitting there asking yourself, why am I even doing this and what's in it for me? Well, the truth is, oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are simply too busy running their own business to learn how the internet can actually move the needle for their own business. So I found that by giving people an easy, free attack plan of things that they can do themselves for free, sometimes eventually those business owners end up raising their hands and saying, you know what, Micah, I like you. Why don't you just do this for me? So if by the end of this video, you all like what you've heard and you can see I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can truly help impact your business, you can shoot me a quick message and we can chat. Or if you simply want to take this free attack plan and do this yourself, I'm totally cool with that. Whatever's best for y'all's business. So without any further ado, let me hop right in. So the first thing I want to go with y'all today is your content. So most business owners know that they need content, but don't realize that Google likes to see certain keywords on a homepage, okay? So right now, just looking through your website, it looks very nice, but you're not having specific keywords, and you might be wondering what those are. We pop open this tool, it's called Ahrefs. It runs about a couple $100 a month. I can see exactly what keywords you're ranking for and what your competition is ranking for. We can see Roof Repair Oklahoma gets searched 90 times a month. You only get 6 of those people because you're on the 6th position, okay? Macros Roofing, we're going to skip that one because that one's just not a good keyword. Roof Oklahoma, 40 times a month. You get 2 of those people because you're on the 9th position. Roof Replacement OKC, the best keyword I've found on here. 600 times it gets searched a month. That's a lot on roof replacement. That'd be very high quality keyword, but you're only getting 1 of those people on your website because you're on the 23rd position on Google. Okay, if we hop over to Elliott Roofs and see what's actually, capable in the Oklahoma City area, we see 402 organic keywords. Okay, and they get 2.3 thousand people on their website every single month. You can imagine how many calls that translates to. That's quite a lot, right? So if we hop into, what's all driving this, right? We can see that they are ranking for keywords like roofing OKC, get searched 460 times every single month because they're on the second or 2.5 position. Roofing companies, Oklahoma City, same exact thing. Get searched 460 times a month. They get 164 of those people on their website every single month, and they're on about the second position on Google. Okay, and the list just goes on. They're absolutely raking in all these roofing calls in Oklahoma City, keywords that you could be found for. Okay, we hop over here. You don't have any of these keywords naturally throughout your content. So the first thing I would do, just go through here and put some of these, not all of them, don't just throw a crap ton of keywords, but go through here and put some of these keywords just naturally throughout your content. You'll 100% start to see an improvement. It's the kind of your foundation, the baseline. And also, I'd put up a blog. You might have a blog, but I'd put up more blog posts than your competition has. Okay, I see a blog right here. Yeah, you have a decent amount of blog posts. Okay, not bad. I would just continue doing this, continue, throwing out those blogs every single. I'd do 3 a week if I were you. If it was me, I would be out there doing 3 blogs every single week to catch up and beat Elliott Roof. Because once you do, I mean, look at the floodgates open. You're looking at these numbers, right? 2.3 thousand people on your website every single month. That's going to translate to a lot of roofing calls. Probably more than most roofing companies need, to be honest. Now, we're going to do something a little bit different before I bore you to death. We're just going to take one of these keywords, roofing OKC, that gets searched like 460 times a month. We're going to pretend that we are a customer, okay? We're going to type this in here, and the first section we see is the ad section. Now, we know ads can work, but they can also be a money pit if you aren't careful, okay? Only 10 to 20% of all clicks end up going for the ad section. 80 to 90% end up scrolling down. So if we continue scrolling down, 40 to 60% go for this map pack, and then 20 to 30, sometimes even 40% end up going for the top couple positions right here, especially that top position right there. And we can see Elliott Roofing has it dialed in. They're right here, the second on the map pack, and they're number 1 on the organic section. Now, how you get in this map pack brings me to the second thing I want to speak with y'all today, and that is what we call citations. So now you're probably like, what the heck is a citation? Well, if we look over here, we can see your name, address, and phone number, or their name, address, and phone number, excuse me, listed right here on Google. That is what we call the NAP or the NAP, name, address, phone number. Why this matters is because how Google finds relevance with a business, okay? It's how they identify a business online. And why this also matters is because what Google does is they're sending their bots all across the internet at these citations, or you might know them as directories, the BBB, Yelp, Bing, Merchant Circle, Yellow Book, Yellow Pages, the list goes on, right? For hundreds and hundreds of those. Google is doing is sending their bots out across those, looking for your name, address, and phone number to be consistent throughout all of those. And then they will start to trust you and push you higher in the map pack. Okay. So the more of those citations or directories that you have your NAP listed consistently throughout, the more Google will trust you and put you higher in this map pack. And if we scroll down, this brings me to the third thing I want to speak with y'all today, and that is what we call backlinks. It's everything to do with getting you this super high power position right here, the organic section that Elliott Roofing is clearly dominating. So how they're doing this is what we call backlinks. And I want you to think of it like this. I'll try to explain it really simply. Whenever website A points to website B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice, or like a vote of confidence in Google's eyes, from one website to another. And also, the more relevant that the website A is to website B, the more valuable that link is to Google. So I want you to think of it like this, without all the hypotheticals, right? If you get a local blog or an industry site pointing to your website, a guttering site, shingle site, anything like that, pointing to your website, then that's good. Google sees a lot of relevance and value. But if you get, I don't know, a website like Pizza Hut because you did a job from them, pointing to your website, Google doesn't really care because you don't sell pepperonis, right? You build roofs, so there's no correlation there. And why this matters is you'll see clearly as we hop over to Ahrefs again, we can see exactly what backlinks your competition has and what backlinks you have and compare, okay? You have 401 backlinks pushing power to your website, but you only have 15 people on your website every single month, and most of them are your business name, right? We hop over to Elliott Roofs. They have only 345 backlinks, but they're getting 2.3 thousand people on their website every single month. Now you might be wondering, what's the difference here, right? Well, number one is your content on your homepage, like I said earlier. You want to have those specific keywords, location, city specific, like OKC roofing, OKC roof repair, specifically laid out on your website in a good manner that Google likes, okay? And then the other thing, probably the biggest thing I'm looking at right now, is you have a lot of low quality backlinks pushing power to your website. So it's really not doing your website any favors. It's actually pushing it down because these are not good backlinks. It's giving your website bad PR with Google. Okay. So the first thing I would do, go through these websites and ask them to remove you off a lot of the spam ones, okay? There's a lot of redirects, there's a lot of spammy ones. So I would go through there and just ask them to take that. See, like right there, spam, spam, spam. You want to take those bad ones off, okay? And then the next thing I would do is get good backlinks that they have. And how you do it is super simple. You just plug in your competition right here. You go over here to backlinks, click on that, and go down the list and click on them and get them for yourself and get every single one of those websites for yourself, and you will 100% start dominating them across Google and getting, I mean, virtually unlimited calls, right? I mean, 2.3 thousand people on your website every single month. That's a lot, right? So that could 100% be yours, extremely doable. So hopefully y'all can see by now that getting you to the top on Google and getting more calls every single month, it's not some magic mystical thing. It's actually really simple once you break it down. It's just time consuming. So, bet you're wondering, well, what now, Micah? Well, the truth is, y'all, that either you can take this information I provided y'all today and do this on your own. I'm totally cool with that. Go through, get the backlinks for yourself, clean up the backlink mess, get the right content on, and get the right citations again. It's all good and well. But if you want to save yourself the time and energy of doing it all, give me a quick call, 918-260-1694, and I'll take a closer look at it. Again, my name is Micah Collins, and that's 918-260-1694. Hey, Carly, I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you have a good one.